Okay, so now here is the fun part. Here is second fermentation. Well, I think first fermentation is fun, but this is also fun. Even more fun because you get to play around with flavors and try different kinds of kombucha. If you have had some from the store that you have liked, that you know you love the flavor, like, I don't know, like lemon ginger was one that I was inspired to make that I had from the store, and I made it myself, and it was so good. So, right now, Gabriel, go eat your lunch. Right now I'm going to make a pineapple mango that was so good when I made it, and I like to use juice usually because it's just easier with these small mouth jars. It's easier to clean the jars. These are recycled jars, but I love these. I love these pop tops because they make for more fizz. You can use jars, you can use something that is used for being like pressurized, like mason jars and things like that, but this gets the most fizz for me. And you want to make sure that it is closed, but a strong enough bottle or jar, because if you do it in some flimsy little cheap recycled jar, then it can explode in your pantry, and that will not be good, because the kombucha is eating the sugars in the juice or fruit that you add to it, and it's further fermenting and carbonating and releasing that gas. So that adds for great fizz when you drink it, but can also make your kombucha explode in the pantry or wherever you put it. So I'm going to show you about how much juice I do, and then you fill the rest with kombucha. Okay, hopefully you can't hear too much in the background, but this is a mango juice that I got from Aldi, which I love. It was a little too sweet on its own, and so I add that, and then pineapple juice. So I am probably not the best person to tell you how much to do. I usually just go by feel. If it seems too sweet to me, then I will adjust the ratio, but this is usually about how much juice I do per kombucha. If it is still super sweet after you've let it sit, then that probably means you can just let it ferment a little bit longer. But usually with about this much juice and the rest kombucha, it only takes a couple of days, especially if it's hot outside. So you just fill it up the rest of the way with kombucha, let it sit somewhere. Mine sits up in this shelf up here out of the sun, and let it sit for a couple of days, taste it. It should still taste sweet, but mostly like sweet and tangy, kind of tart. And that way all the sugar is eaten out of it, so it's really beneficial for your health and tastes really fizzy and yummy. Great alternative to drinking soda, and it's also really good for boosting your immune system as well. So that's what I do. I'm going to fill this up. After it ferments, you can pop it in the fridge, and drink it whenever you're ready. You don't have to drink it right away. If you let it sit, it will continue to ferment and get more and more sour. So I like to put mine in the fridge. It helps the culture go dormant, so you still get the benefits. It's not dead. The bacteria and yeast are not dead, but they go dormant when they're in the fridge in that cool setting. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, please ask. Oh, I remembered. So if you are like me and a little bit absent-minded or distracted sometimes, and you put your kombucha in with your juice and accidentally put it in the fridge before it's had time to ferment, you can take it out and put it up on the shelf or cabinet, whatever, let it ferment, and then put it back in the fridge once it's ready. It didn't affect it, but just in case you happen to do that, I have done that.